Overall, the tub's just got normal wear and tear on it, but you'll see once I'm done, it's going to look brand new. So this morning I'm going to be working on a bathtub that has some minor rust coming through, some minor scratches, and there's going to be some silicone that needs to be removed from a previous shower door. Otherwise the tub's not in too bad a shape, but I'm going to definitely clean this up, and I'll show you the process as we go. Here you can see the tub. There's just some rust coming through, some scratches at the bottom, and then you got some silicone here on the edge right there. Overall, the tub's just got normal wear and tear on it, but you'll see once I'm done, it's gonna look brand new. Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put an acid etch on the tub. I'm gonna apply it and wipe it on the surface. I'm gonna use a sponge. You can also use a brush. The acid we use is a great product from NAPCO that is a dark brown. The reason why we use the brown is so that it lets us see where we apply it, to make sure we've got even coverage over the surface. It's very important to acid wash the tub. I know some companies like to use just a primer. We acid wash it, so that way it deglosses it, roughs it up, so when we sand it, it's rough and has something to it really adhere to. So that's what we're gonna do. And always make sure you've got gloves on and you've got a mask on. I've got my blower going, and I'll show you all of that to make sure it helps with the fumes. But it's extremely important that you do not skip this process. This is one of those things that you will not be able to do if you get like a major home center product. They do not sell the acid to the public, so make sure you're going to use, this is another reason why you should use a licensed refinishing company or reglazing company, because you're going to get the acids and the proper materials being used.
Alright, so I'm going to get the acid going. As you can see up at the window, I've got my fan. So I'll close the door to the bathroom and then I'll get going on applying the acid. So here we have the acid on. It's a very light coat of acid. This tub wasn't overly damaged, so you can either put a lot of acid and then rinse it off quicker, but I'm just taking my time. And I put a thin layer of acid and I let it sit for about a good 10-15 minutes. And then you'll see that it'll dull it out, take away the shine. And then what I do is I rinse it with water, and then I sand it. I wet sand it with anywhere from 80 grit to 100 grit sandpaper.
Alright, so just got done acid washing. I wet sanded it. We always wet sand so you don't create a lot of dust. As you can see, it's real dull. You're going to see very minimal shine with the acid wash. It's very dull. Some areas of this tub are still a little wet. I have to dry it off completely, but it's very dull, cleaned off. A lot of the silicone's off where the old shower track was. So now I'm going to get ready to put a little putty on the bottom where there's the scratches. And then I'll start taping and masking everything off. Here it is, cleaned up. I've got the putty on, and I'm gonna let that dry, then I'm gonna sand it. So while it's drying, I'm going to tape and mask off the area. Then all I need to do is lightly sand that down, and then I'll go ahead and start prepping for spray. All right, here we go. So as you can see, I've got it sanded down. I also sprayed a little bit of primer on this ledge, this front ledge, all the way down to help with the any leftover silicone residue. I got it down pretty good, pretty much down to the original, but just in case, I always spray some primer over the outer ledge. Everything's acid washed, cleaned. I wiped it down with the tack cloth, got it taped and masked off, and just getting ready to spray. I'm going to tape off the drain and get ready to spray. All right, so I'm getting ready to spray, so I'm just gonna suit up, get everything ready. Everything is covered. The drain is covered. Everything else is taped and masked off. We will be ready to go very shortly. I generally spray anywhere from 3 to 4 coats, depending on the weather, how much I reduce or thin out the material. Lately, I've just been trying to reduce it minimal, so I get a good, nice 3 thick coats. Otherwise, I'll go with a 4th coat, but very thin, just nice and wet to give it a good shine. So here we go, I'm getting ready to spray and reglaze this tub.
All right, here we go. We got first coat on. So this is the first coat. You can see back in this corner, it's a little hard to get the gun in, but we'll still get it in as far as we can. But the angle that it's going to be shot at is a little different than the front. First coat, we're probably going to do a good 3 to 4. Even out the coverage. It's looking good so far. All right, here we go. Second coat. Got the second coat on it. Filling everything in. It's looking good. We'll go 1 to 2 more coats. It's very important that you wait, or whoever sprays it, waits a good 10 to 15 minutes in between coats. It's very common that reglazers just try to rush through the coats. All right, final coat is on. What I do is I come back after 48 hours and I do a final cleanup and polish of the area, and then I re-caulk around the tub.
Alright, so I'm back here with the bathtub, ready to clean it up. I've already pulled the paper off. Now I'm getting ready to caulk the tub. I've already sanded down some little rough spots, wiped it all down, and just getting ready to do the final caulking around the perimeter. So you can see the gap around. I'm gonna put the caulking in. Tub came out nice and thick coat. Looks good. Nice uniform shine. You want consistency with the finish, that's very important, just so it gives that look of a brand new tub. Okay, here we go, tub's all done. All the rust is gone, it's cleaned up, looking good. It's got a nice shine to it. PKB Reglazing. If you need any refinishing or reglazing needs, just give us a call. Check out our website, our Instagram, Facebook. Check it all out. PKB Reglazing. All right, just got back from finishing up that bathtub. So I just wanted to do that to give you guys an idea as to what I actually do, or what my business actually does. I do work here every once in a while, mainly for people that I know. But my main business is in California, and I've got 7 guys that do the refinishing or the reglazing of tubs. We do it for apartments, hotels, houses, residential customers. And so just to give you an idea, but that is something, it's an alternative that you guys can do. It's way less expensive than fully replacing. If it's done right, you're gonna save a ton of money, and you're gonna have a tub or a tile or a sink. We can reglaze all of those that look brand new. So just giving you guys a little home improvement information, or another alternative to fully replacing. So that's what I do. My company's PKB Reglazing, and it's in California. So just wanted to let you guys know. And also wanted to talk about some goals that we have. We've got some goals of getting to 1,000 subscribers within 3 months. We've only been doing this for a little over 2.5 months, almost 3 months. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're just now approaching 800, and we're so grateful for everyone's support. We also have a video, the Talkies Challenge. Is from Braden and Ashlyn, and we really are trying to push that to 100,000 views. Right now it's about 71 or 72,000 views. Really want to push that. So just remember to like, comment any of our challenge videos. We really appreciate your support, and don't forget, choose your day.